Hello and welcome, Moonbeam, to another Oracle Over Tea. I am your host, Moon Air, and I am the owner of the Divine Medium, Crystal Cove Gems, and the newest addition to our shop and healing center is the Sacred Spirit Healings. I will be linking the new website that we're about to launch this week in the description box for you. I decided to go with a little bit of a darker tea, and I put in a little bit of an edible lavender oil to kind of go with our purple, pink, and blue theme today. So let's get our candle lit. And a little bit of incense to get the mood ready. Let it burn a little bit. Nice little flame going. And there we go. And the incense I'm using is the sandalfin, of course. I use that a lot. It's the Angel Sandalfin incense sticks that I sell at my shop. I never do a reading without them. So now that that is set, and we have our candle ready, we can pick our piles now. Let me get my tea out of the way here. This deck is, of course, from Vanessa Samoya. I am really loving her decks, so I decided to get this one. This isn't one she sent me. Like the last reading, she sent me the Oceanic deck, which we'll be using in this reading as well. I loved how on point they were, so I'm going to use them again. Okay. I think I see our three piles. Okay, so this is one. Oh, okay. That happened the last time I did this for pile 2. They ended up getting 2 cards. Okay. Now, the fun part of all this is I picked a unique way of doing the card decks for you guys. So let me fix this. Okay, for some reason this card did not want to stay straight. So the fun part of this reading is we get some fortune cookies. So I did feel like this was for number 1. This is for pile number 2 and pile number 3. So you want to go with what card or cookie is calling to you. And just because pile 1 has 2 cards doesn't mean that you should pick that. It just means that the first card may need a little bit of support, and that's why the second card was being drawn to be pulled. It happened to pile 2 in the last Oracle Over Tea session. I'm starting to notice that sometimes the pile just needs that extra buddy to go with into the reading. So I want you to take your moment, look over the cards, look over the cookie, and see what's calling to your soul. And as you do that, I am going to do a little bit of energy. We're going to swirl up the energy to get each pile its energy source of information and allow the messages to come in smoothly. Okay. All right. Look over your piles and we'll go into pile 1 now. Hello, pile 1. This is your reading. I am going to open your fortune cookie first. if I can figure out how to do this without breaking it into little pieces. There it is. Okay. We're going to put that off to the side. Hopefully I don't get it everywhere. Oh, it's kind of bent. Oh, geez, it's really in there. Okay. Okay. Your cookie says, greatest fool of all is the man who fools himself. Interesting. Okay, let's see the cards. Oh, jeez. Let me pull these over here. Six of Pentacles. Oh, such a good card. This is weighing out options. All right, Queen of Swords. This is an air element. Your pentacles are your earth element. Okay. All right, so these are our cards. Let's review with Spirit and see what they have to say. Okay. Oh boy, I just noticed I still have cookie. Okay, let's go over your Six of Pentacles. This card represents giving. It represents receiving, sharing of wealth. As you can see, she's giving out money in her right hand, I should say. So let's look at this a little bit closer. See how she is giving out of her, out of her right hand. And this is giving, but it's also receiving. It's giving a balance to what she's doing by giving and receiving. But there's also a generosity. So you must be being very generous this month with maybe not even so much with money, but maybe with your time. You may be giving someone more time than you normally do. But this also means self-care. Are you balancing out your self-care? Are you paying off some debts? Are you being one-sided with your money right now? So this card can go two ways. There's two options here. There's the one of giving while receiving and sharing in the wealth and the generosity. This could be of love. This could be a relationship. This could be of, feeling that you need to be there for someone. But it also, excuse me, I have to scratch my ear. Oh, that is really itchy. Okay, so something with the left ear. So obviously someone's not listening. So I'm getting very itchy in the left ear. You know what? Sometimes that has a spiritual meaning. So let me see what Spirit has to say on that. Okay, Spirit, show me why was my left ear being itchy? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so my left ear itching is a sign that, well, first off, your left ear, from what they're telling me, is a highly intuitive part of the mind that connects to other realms, to their realm, to the consciousness, the higher consciousness. And this is where the power of discernment and truth are placed. So if it comes at a time when we need it the most, it's about making a decision based on someone's opinion or someone's not being truthful, not telling you the truth, and the situation doesn't seem as it is. So with my left ear, I feel like someone's watching this and they're giving their time to someone that doesn't deserve it. That's what I'm getting. And we've got the Queen of Swords here. That's of independence. That's boundaries, actually. She's putting up boundaries. She's the air sign of connecting to the element of air on this. And what is air, guys? What is air? Air is the symbol of knowledge, perception, communication. It's the element of life, giving the breath of life into all living creatures, especially plants and animals and ourselves. So we all require air to live and thrive, right? So air to us is warm. It collects to the mind and body and makes the mind and body energy work together in alignment, okay? So there's that, again, perception, that intuitiveness, that knowing, that communication, that strategy. So if someone's not being who they're meant to be, or pretending to be someone else, and we're giving up all of our sacrifice, time, creativity, our charity, our generosity towards someone that doesn't deserve it because they're being sneaky, the Queen's coming in, and that's why the Queen was coming in to support the Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. The air was coming in to support the earth, because it needs boundaries. Whatever this is needs a boundary. It needs more independence. It needs more self-care rather than giving too much of ourselves, right? So what do we got? We've got the Queen of Swords, again, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication. But we can be easily influenced, right? And what they're telling you is she also represents a cold-heartedness. So you almost have to come off like enough. Like I'm shutting down my heart on this one because my judgment is telling me something isn't clear here. Now they're also telling you not to be overly emotional or overly stimulated by this person. Oh my gosh. I just realized the cookie fortune ticket that we got. Let's take a closer look at that. Greatest fool of all is the man who fools himself. Guys, if this doesn't tell you that you're being fooled by someone and you're putting yourself in a situation where you're being fooled, she's coming in, this Queen of Swords is coming in to tell you it's time to put boundaries up, that there's someone that you've been giving a lot of your, and it's going to be very specific. It's going to be somebody that you're giving a lot of stuff to, whether it's material stuff, money, maybe it's time, maybe it's too much love and they're taking it for granted. She's coming in and telling you it's time for boundaries. It's time for boundaries. It's time to communicate self-love to yourself. Okay, let's see. I really want to go to these ones. Let's see what else. Let me get closer here. Let's see what else the Spirit is telling me. Or rather, telling us, right? This, oh, okay. These three. Be bold. Stand up, stand out, stand proud. Now, don't think of this. Now, I understand why they're giving us this. Though this person is doing these things to us, right? And you're not the only one. There's lots of people in the world that get taken advantage of, okay? This person also needs forgiveness. Why? Because they're on a path of perception of learning. You're learning differently than they are. And for a minute, I could not talk. And I feel like whoever this is isn't making you or allowing you to speak your truth. Almost like you get cut off and you don't get to speak your truth. But you also need to forgive yourself for allowing this to happen, because you asked for it to happen so you can learn from it, or it wouldn't be taking place in your life, period. Everything has its purpose, strategic method of learning, okay? So you need to forgive them for their perception of learning, because they're not at the level of understanding that perception yet. They may be at a lower frequency of learning than you. Okay, so with this, it goes back to being bold. This is going back to being bold. It's showing you that you need to back up your actions, your intentions, your thought process in protecting yourself, okay? So align all this strategically so it weighs out in your favor, right? The Pentacles and how she has the justice on her side, okay? Justice will weigh out. You may have given this person everything, but in the end, justice will be on your side. It will align and weigh itself out. All right, let's see another deck. My nose is running too. I feel like this person puts a lot of like sinus, throat issues on you that maybe, you know, by you not speaking, you're blocking a lot of stuff. I'm trying to wipe my nose with my tissue here and it's, okay. So when our chakra of our throat, right, and our third eye aren't aligned with our heart, we tend to take on physical ailments. So you may have a lot of like runny nose happening, or a lot of coughing, or choking up because you can't speak. You're not using your throat properly. Okay, this is somebody that you truly do love, that you thought loved you. And in some way they probably do. It's just not on the level that you're at. And when somebody doesn't love themselves, you can't expect them to love you, period. It's not going to happen because they don't understand what that means. So you have to do the bigger movement here. You need to change it, okay? I'm also seeing the number 7 in correlation with this. So if you're seeing 7, it's your guides kind of reminding you of this reading. Ooh, and there's the forgiveness again. That was my stomach, guys. I'm a little hungry. So we've got a double forgiveness. So you have got to go through a process of eventually forgiving them for what they did. Okay, let's go to Vanessa's Oceanic deck that I love so much. Oh. This one. Reversed roles. Okay. So they're basically trying to make you see their point of view in things because they're never going to see your point of view of everything. Okay. Sorry guys, I just noticed that my mic was dying that I was wearing. So this is going to be a non-mic version. Okay. Let's see what else the Oceanic cards will show us. Your commitment is everything. Even if that means doing it alone, okay? Remember, they're trying to show you this path is meant to be done alone. It's time to put up borders. It's time to go through the healing process. It's time to forgive them. Eventually, you're going to get to the process of forgiving, but for right now, you need to stop being the fool in this situation because that's basically what's happening. That's the learning is, are you strong enough to allow yourself to love yourself enough to walk away and put those boundaries up, okay? All right, let's see what the angel deck has to say, and then I'm going to get an affirmation card for you guys. Whatever you asked, they're saying yes. I'm trying to see if they'll show me the question you've been asking. Is it the right time? Yes. Is this reading true? Yes. Is this person not being right towards you? Yes. Remain positive, and then I saw another one back here. So, was it this one? It was this one. Take action. This is not the only one that said take action. They need you to take action, like now is the time. Remain positive in the situation. Even if this is a narcissist and you know something not great's gonna happen, they're telling you just keep staying positive, because no matter what they say or do, it's their own learning process and you don't need to be a part of that. It doesn't need to be done anymore, okay? You can take action now. It is time to take action. Yes, now is the time. Okay, can we get an affirmation card? Oh, that was it. Wow. Man, are they on point with you guys? You will balance out. Justice will come into your favor. You will realign. That is what the thing that I keep hearing is, you will realign. We promise you will realign from this. Just trust us. Yeah, it's going to be like walking a thin rope around this person and walking around like eggshells on this person, because they don't have the maturities, the spiritual. This is exactly what your guy just said. The spirituality, the mature spirit. Sorry, I messed it up. The mature spirituality to handle someone leaving them, even though they are not a great human towards people in their life. But I also get that they are really nice to certain people in their life, but they're not being nice to you specifically. And they know that you're not going to walk, and that's the reason why. They know you're not going to walk. So they know they can just walk all over you. Is there another one? Harmony, balance. This is their goal for you. And remember how I said I kept seeing the number 7? 1 plus 6, 7. They're trying to show you, if you see the number 7, come back to this card, come back to this reading. We're trying to show you, you will rebalance, realign, harmonize, and be on the path and purpose that you're meant to be on. Okay, guys, that is all I'm getting. I'm going to do a little bit of energy work to get this going and get this message to you. Oh, why is it shaking like that? That is cool. Do you see this? It's like shaking. I'm trying to show you, my hand is not doing it. It's the energy coming from the cards. Wow. Okay, and then I was also shown to do a little bit of energy work towards you. So the card message is going to come up through my hands. Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. And I'm going to do a little bit of energy work towards you. Be at peace, they said. Ease your mind. This is just a bump in the road of learning. But if you don't make movements, you're going to feel stuck and alone still. It'll just keep continuing on the old pattern. And it's time to heal old wounds. Past trauma has led you here. And if past trauma of that situation in your past isn't healed, you are just going to keep going rounds with this kind of person or this kind of energy. So they're asking you to journal where you think the source is rooting from. The source being, what's the trauma in your past that's leading you to these kinds of people or this kind of person and this kind of energy. They want you to journal and remember your past childhood and what led you to be in this kind of relationship? And what keeps you there? What's the energy keeping you there? Is it their good looks? Is it that they're sweet sometimes and not so much other times? So, the sweet times is what you look for. Is it that you don't want to be alone? Because you're never alone. And they're going to send you someone, because no one is supposed to be alone on earth. If someone's alone, it's because they're purposely causing themselves to be alone. Because there's ways of meeting all kinds of people. Okay. I hope that healing helped. I hope this message helped. If you loved the session, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel. And please comment below. And if you're new, please subscribe so I can get you more messages throughout the month and videos to help. We don't do just cards. I do a spiritual blog as well that kind of helps you with, things that you're dealing with in your past traumas, things that you're dealing with in your daily life. And if you'd like to discover more about this path or maybe other paths in your life, you can always get the spirit session located on moonair.com. And I hope to see you guys on the next. Love you. Welcome, Pile 2, to your reading. I'm sorry if I sound a little different. My mic died while I was doing Pile 1. So this is all we get. We don't get the special precious mic anymore. This is going to be your fortune cookie. I'm going to try to do this without getting cookie crumb everywhere. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Genius is nothing but a great aptitude for patience. Having the patience to learn and grow strength and knowledge. Okay, let's see what our card is. Oh, this is so hard to lift. Oh my gosh, it's getting everywhere. Ah. Okay, let's try this. Right. Ace of Wands. This is our fire element. Very beautiful rose. It's so funny, I put roses on the new website. Okay, Ace of Wands is going to be our starting point. Okay, so our Ace of Wands is our inspiration, our power, our beginning, our creation of potential. But it can also mean feeling weighed down, feeling a lack of motivation, maybe even feeling as if you're depressed or you've been feeling depressed lately. This is going to be the card that shows you that delay in your spiritual walk. Usually depressions happen to get you prepared for something coming. It's almost like the soul kind of takes a break from things to rest up because it knows something big is coming, so it needs to rest up a little bit. This is mostly why depressions take place and why there's a delay in activity or learning from Earth's potential. And it's okay to take those breaks, okay? So let's see what else Spirit wants to show us with that delay and lack of motivation. But it could be also a lack of creativity as well in your life, where you're not creating the things that you've been wanting to create. Journal it out. Okay, so start writing down your emotions. Start writing down what you feel is causing the depression. Maybe something happened. Maybe your heart is just tired. Maybe your mind is just tired and it needs a rest. Put it out on paper, and then put in that journal what you would like to see take place afterwards. Like, where do you want to go with this? What do you want to do with the depression? Like, where do you see the depression going? I also recommend smoky quartz and sunstone, citrine. Smoky quartz helps with depression, but citrine and like stones like sunstone help to pull in a more positive energy. And you can also sage your sacred space with mugwort. It also helps with depression and kind of pulling that energy out so that you feel more motivated in your day to day. Now, psychology wise, we kind of call this like when you get up and out of a situation of depression. We call this a physical action that takes place in the mind where you're kind of pulling yourself into a state of, okay, I need to be active so I'm not depressed. And that's a good thing to do, is kind of try to stay active. Maybe do little things that motivate you throughout your day so that you're not laying around sleeping for 18 hours or, laying around watching TV for hours on end, okay? Do something little, because then it may lead you to the next little activity. Like today, I've been working on the new website for weeks now, and this is the weekend that I wanted to finalize little stuff. And I didn't feel like doing the reading today, but I got myself up. I relocated our kitty Autumn's litter. I cleaned up her litter, got her all new litter stuff. And then that led to me cleaning out an entire hutch. And it was so hot downstairs. I'm like, oh, this is making me even more tired. I'm just going to go shower. I finished it off. But those little things, like just that one little thing, led me to something even bigger that I've been wanting to do for months now. So if you can just do one little thing, it may lead you to something else, okay? So they're telling you to journal a little bit. Let's see what else. Oh, okay, so I have two here, the top ones and this one, okay? Got this one. Okay, stop limiting yourself. Like, don't say, I am depressed. That makes you a depressed person. That kind of categorizes you, when really it's just your higher self needing a rest. So you're just feeling depressed. You are not depressed. You're feeling depressed. There's a difference. You're not labeling yourself depressed. You're having an emotion of depression, okay? It's how you speak to yourself and what you're placing in your mind, okay? Trust your intuition. And this may be a time that your guides are trying to get with you and speak to you. So take the time to go in your mind and see what they're showing you. Start journaling out maybe little messages they're giving you. Okay. Let's see. We're going to go to Vanessa's Oceanic. These were so on point on the last Oracle over Tea session that I did for the month of June that I wanted to do more of them. Oh. Okay. I didn't mean to flip them already, but let's see what they have to say. Okay. Yeah, this is a time... Okay. This is definitely a deep depression. You're definitely in a time of speaking with your guides, speaking with your ancestors. You may be even pondering past things that you've done or experienced that may be playing into the depression. But they're telling you it's a good time. It's a good time to go through this because there's nothing really seriously going on right now that needs your high attention. So it is a good time to just let this flow, let it run its course, basically. Let it run its course. And yeah, with depression, there is high emotions. You may be watching something on TV and all of a sudden you're bawling your eyes out and you're like, what the hell? Like, it's okay. Just let it flow. Let it, your human side is trying to align with the soul. The soul's trying to learn. And the physical is just taking the blunt of it all, right? It's taking on all these symptoms. Okay, let's go to the angel cards. Okay. If you believe in yourself, if you believe in your spirit guides, if you believe in your ancestors, they'll get you through. Okay, the situation that I'm talking about that your soul's preparing for is going to be this time next year. That's when your soul will really take off. You won't be so depressed. It's so funny, the bells are going off. I don't know if you can hear that, but that shows me a time. And the number 3 comes into play when I'm seeing this, the number 3. And then I see a number 4. And the number 4 is a foundation. Number 4 is like the 4 legs of a table, the 4 wheels of a car, the 4 elements, right? The 4 seasons. It's a foundation. I feel like this is a foundation. This is forming a foundation for you. Okay, let me see. Where else do we want to go? How about an affirmation? Let's do an affirmation. Oh my gosh. It just hit me, your fortune cookie. You need patience right now so that you can gain the knowledge for what's to come within the year. You need patience right now. Don't be so hard on yourself. Let the depression run its course. Let it do its thing. Because it's obviously getting you ready for something really big that's coming by next year. Okay, let me get a little closer here. Oh, okay. If you believe in them, they're going to show you clarity. They're going to show you guidance. There's that 3. And then if you add the 1, it's 4. Okay, so if you see 3, if you see 4, if you see 34, they're telling you, it'll bring you back to this reading and what they're trying to tell you. Allow them to guide you through this. Just think of this as a timeout for the soul, that it needs a little bit of time to get through what it needs to get through. Allow your soul to embrace the experience, and anything that comes in your mind or anything they're showing you, I would start jotting it down. Try doing some meditations, because meditation is going to show you things that you're not understanding in your day-to-day life, okay? I'm also hearing that courses may be showing up around you, like taking a course online. Again, that brings you back to the knowledge of becoming a spiritual genius and them showing you things that you can use to equip yourself. Tools, divine tools to take into the next year. And this could be as simple as learning how to be a healer so that you can become a healer by next year and heal others. So the depression kind of forced you into this solitude of the mind so that you can better prepare yourself so you can heal others around you and those who are sent to you. Okay. I feel like I need to go to these as our final message. You're being activated. You're being activated. You're being downloaded, uploaded to the next level, downloaded with information. You're being activated. That's what the depression is. It's an activation period. And it's going to bring you to a higher source of energy. Abundance doesn't necessarily mean money. It could mean energy. It could mean love. It could mean healing. It could be creativity. But with this, I'm being shown energy, specifically energy. You're going to gain energy that will lead you to earthly comfort, earthly happiness, earthly balance. I'm hearing one more. Okay, wait. This one? These out too. Okay. 3. 1 minus 5 is 4. Your soul is going to come out more powerful, more graceful, more compassionate, more empathetic. Wow. You are going through an amazing thing. If you can stop looking at it as negative, it's going to bring so much to you. If you don't think of it as so much as negative but more positive, it's going to bring you to a realization, and it's going to show you more. If you can open up to positivity rather than negativity, it's going to bring so much to you, more than you were expecting. That's what I keep hearing. I'm going to do a little bit of energy circulation here. This happened on the last one. It kind of shook. And I think it's all the energy from the cards. It shook. See, if you can see my hand, I'm not making it shake. The closer I get, though, it stops shaking. That's so crazy. But anyway, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of an energy healing because I'm being pulled to you guys to do this as well. I did this for Pile 1. And this is to help you, feel more confident in the depression, that you're going through it for purpose, for clarity, for empowerment, leadership. And if you get shown a course, definitely take it. Especially if you keep getting pulled back to that course, take it. Do a little research on who's teaching it first. If you feel resonated with them or feel aligned with them, then go for it. If you don't, find another teacher that teaches the same thing. All right, group 2. That's it for me. Okay. Your energy is solidified. They're telling me you're going to do wonders. Just think of this and keep your mind positive. Think of it positively instead of negative. It'll do more for you in that realm because you are teaching your mind to follow the positive path within what looks earthly as negative. All right, guys, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if this resonated with you. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe so I can get messages like this to you on a daily. We're launching that new healing website, so that'll be in the description box for you guys to click and check out. There's readings there too as well. So if you want to dive more deeply into this path or other paths in your life, go for the spirit session. If you want to reconnect to your ancestors, you can go to the soul session on moonair.com. Both sessions are on moonair.com. With this channel, we not only do cards, we do, past trauma videos. I do a what's called a spirit blog, and then I help you with day-to-day things as well. So check those videos out on the channel if you're looking for more information or just more guidance in general. All right, guys, that's it for me. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. If I sound a little different, it means my mic died in Pile 1. So we are micless right now. So let's see what we got in your group. We're going to open your fortune cookie first. boy, I did not want to open. Okay. Oh, I took it with me. Okay. All men should try to learn before they die what they are running from and to and why. Okay. Let's to the side. Okay, let's see what our first card is. Oh boy. Ace of Swords. This is definitely a breakthrough, inner clarity. This is also our air sign, our air element. Okay. So our air sign is teaching us our breakthrough of new ideas. So that creativity, that breakthrough of creativity is definitely still there. We've got mental clarity as well. So if you've been having mental blocks, maybe having trouble remembering things, you're going to experience those breakthroughs happening within this month. That's kind of the positive in all this. It'll be a success of a breakthrough. But on a negative path of this, someone could keep rethinking ideas and clouding their own judgment. So try not to take others' opinions, listen to your inner guidance, especially with your guides coming around you, especially with that air element. That's the giver of life, okay? That's the consciousness breathing through the physical, the soul breathing through the physical. It brings air with it. So don't cloud your own judgment. Gain that inner clarity and restore that breakthrough of ideas because you're meant to succeed with it, okay? I'm being pulled to do a little bit more tarot on this because I feel like it wasn't clear enough. Oh, King of Cups. We've got emotion here. We've got a completion. Cups are of water, but it's a water element, but it's also of emotion. The Fool. Okay. Alright. Okay, so let's look at the King of Cups here. We've got an emotional balance, which is a completion of an emotional standpoint. So you may have been contemplating, you maybe have gone through an emotional roller coaster, and now you're coming to a completion with that situation, with whoever that was. And the Ace of Swords is kind of showing you that breakthrough that you needed to see, that clarity that you needed to see with that situation. So now you're at this completion zone of communicating these things to yourself emotionally, rebalancing yourself and being more compassionate to yourself, maybe even being more diplomatic to yourself. But you want to understand those inner feelings, and that this can tend to be a type of moodiness as well. Maybe you've decided to feel like you got jaded by this person, right? So there's this emotional moodiness going on, or snippiness. There's also, I'm getting a manipulation that this person did to you. Like they manipulated you and you're kind of just like, I'm over it. I've had my breakthrough, I have my clarity, I'm done. I'm going to succeed in this situation. I'm not going to let it kind of rule me anymore. I'm going to continue on my path and make it better for myself. And then of course we've got the Fool. The Fool is showing us a new beginning. It's starting at zero. You're starting all over again. There's that spontaneity and that free feeling of free-spiritedness. There's no holding back anymore, okay? But they don't want you to take any risks. They want you, just because you got manipulated, don't take another risk with somebody else. So just be careful with that spontaneity. Don't be reckless. And don't be too free-spirited that you're like, well, I'll show them. Okay, so don't do the vengeance or the revenge thing. Be more healthy with the situation. Get away from them, have your breakthrough, be successful with that, but allow the beginning you're about to go on to come from a source of more innocence rather than a malicious spontaneity of, well, I'll show them. Okay. Okay, we're going to go into another deck here. They're telling you it's time. That completion is like your soul's way of celebrating. Like, woohoo, we got through it. We did it. We're a warrior. We're going to celebrate this, and because we deserve it, and we deserve this new beginning because we went through the ringer with whoever this person was, and we're gonna start something amazing now. We're gonna, make our own sacred space and celebrate our own. I feel like whoever you are, you're going on a new path, and that even means starting a new sacred space. Whether this is a new house, a new apartment, I feel like there's a movement away from this person. So now you get to decorate your I call it dopamine decor or dopamine decorating. When you get to decorate with things that bring you joy and you get to make your sacred space your own, it really shoots up your dopamines, and it brings on this happy spontaneity of harmony that just makes you feel so good. So they're telling you, celebrate your you-ness because you are pretty awesome. Turn lemons into lessons. So this definitely was a lesson for you to embark on. I kind of want to see. I feel like this has some kind of correlation. Hold on. Sorry, I'm almost knocking stuff over here. My bad. Your guy just said the fortune cookie goes hand in hand. All men should try to learn lessons before they die, because that is why the soul comes into a human experience. It is to learn from the human experience. And you want to learn as much as you can before you die, or before the physical lets go of the soul. Try to understand what you're running from. Try to understand what you're running towards. Try to understand why you do these things. So yeah, the fortune cookie was dead on with all this. All right, how about one more card from this stack? That's so funny. These readings have been on point. It's time to find people that truly want to get to know you, that think you're fascinating, that enjoy your energy. It's so funny that they bring this up, the Soul Tribe, because I am working on the new website for the Healing Spa Center. And I put the retreat, I redid the retreat on one of the pages, because that is a huge healing from past trauma, old programming, old wounds, things that keep you stuck in life that you can't move forward to be who you're meant to be here. And one of the things that we describe it as is a soul tribe. It's come and meet your soul tribe, because there's other individuals that will be attending the ritual. Well, it's kind of like a healing ritual that your physical goes through in alignment with your soul. And it's 6 days of this healing process while you're vacationing in a beautiful atmosphere. But the soul tribe, yeah, you're coming and you're meeting your soul tribe at the retreat. And I'm noticing that these relationships or these friendships that bond and create themselves at the retreat, they continue on past the retreat. I'm seeing the groups coming together and continuing this communication through text message, through Facebook Messenger, through video, through meeting up and having dinners and lunches together, if they're local. So that's so funny that they brought this up, Because if you are dealing with deep, deep trauma, and this is just part of that trauma because you needed to learn something from this person, that's why they were there in your life in the first place, because everything has a purpose, everything has a place in the learning of the soul contract that you came in with, that your soul wanted to learn from, okay? And if you're new here, I always teach people that your soul contract is mapped out on your hands. So 6 months from now, you can take a screenshot today, and then 6 months later, do another screenshot, and you'll notice that these lines, even the little ones, will change. Because your soul contract leads you on certain timelines and certain paths. Now, if you go against those options or those suggestions, you're going to learn from them. But if you don't listen to your mind and what your guides are showing you, you're going to understand the hardships and not so much the benefits, because they will always show you the way, because you're the one that created your soul contract. They're simply showing you where you wanted to go and what you wanted to learn from and from who. Okay, so that's where your to, from, and why. So if this is to lead you to the retreat, you will meet many like-minded individuals that are going through similar situations as you. There's going to be a creative bond of friendship that happens. And I feel like this was brought up because of the retreat, because that's where the soul tribe kind of happens for us. But if you don't do the retreat, and this is just simply them telling you it's time to find your true tribe, and that you've been kind of in this illusion that some people in your life are your tribe, but they don't treat you as they are, then it's time to reevaluate who's in your life and start finding your true tribe. Okay? All right, let's see. I'm going to use the Vanessa's Oceanic that we used in the last Oracle Over Tea session for the month of June, because they were so on point. Think outside the box. Think outside the box. You have tons and tons of tools, spiritual tools, energetic tools that vibrate around you that they're showing you can use. And yeah, emotions are going to run high, especially when you are at a completion process of learning with somebody that you've spent a lot of time with, that you expected would just grow and learn with you, but isn't taking place. So yeah, emotions will be a part of this whole process. It's the same, almost the same cards I got from the other pile. Oh my God, that flung right out of my hand. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay. The situation will improve because you are finally at your breaking point. You're finally seeing things and you're taking action, but you're remaining calm. You're actually surprisingly calm. And maybe the emotions are high on their end because they had such a grip on you that you're kind of like, yeah, I'm seeing through the illusion that you've been portraying, and I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of done. So, let's see. Wait, there it is. They're answering you, yes. It is time to take action. It's time to go. It's time to do your thing. And your tribe will be there to help you. Helpful people are arriving to help you. That's what I heard. There are people arriving in your life to help you. Unsuspected meetings. And this all will happen within the next few months. You will start to see this new beginning taking place all, within the next few months. Now, if you've been asking yourself, is this the right move? They're telling you yes. Is this worth it to you as a soul learning? Yes. Sorry guys, if you hear my stomach growling, I am a little bit hungry. I need to eat something here soon. Meditation will always bring you the answers. So very important. Oh, That almost flung out. This is a time of activation because they want you on this new path. You've been on this old path for way too long is what I heard. You're being empowered. Oh. Okay. Accept the change for your own self-love and forgive this person. It's so funny because I feel like pile 1 and pile 2 kind of gathered its energy into your reading because some of these cards are for pile 1, some of them are for pile 2. The acceptance one is the only one that is different. Let's see if they give you a different card. I feel like the supporting roles and supporting energy of pile 1 and pile 2 are coming in because they're still going through all this stuff. Well, similar situations they're going through, and you're finally at the completion process. You were where they were. You're no longer where they are. And you're just kind of going with the flow and doing your thing because this is now your path and you've accepted it and you are taking it on. You are seeing it as a lesson that you learned and now you're good. Okay, can we get a affirmation? I'm seeing the number 2 with this. So it's a duality number. It's a partnership, it's a friendship. And I'm seeing that when the people start coming around you, these new tribe people, they're going to have a number 2 assigned to them. So if you meet someone and all of a sudden you start seeing 222 or 22, that's your guides giving you a heads up of, okay, that person is who we sent to you or who you asked to have be around you spiritually. And that consciousness of heaven is bringing forth what you asked it for, like cosmically, galactically. They are surrounding you. That's the behind the scenes magic that you don't get to see happening in the physical. You will see it when you meet these people and you resonate with them and you just click. New beginnings. There's that 2 again. New beginnings. This is your new beginning. Okay? This is your new beginning. All right, guys, let's do a little bit of energy work. I'm going to see if this quivers. I'm going to see if this quivers like it did for the last groups. It did it when I did this instead. Yep. That's the energy. If I don't hold it a certain way, it's the energy. Okay. So I'm just getting this message to you. I'm sending that message directly to your soul contract, and your mind. All right, guys. If you liked your reading, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel. Please comment and let me know if this reading resonated with you. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I give messages through video. We either do cards or I do the spirit blog. The spirit blog helps past life trauma that you are trying to deal with in your day-to-day life, but it also helps with day-to-day things. And if you would like to learn a little bit more about this path or maybe another path in your life that you need more clarity on, you can always get the spirit session on moonair.com. And if you want to reconnect with a past loved one that's in heaven, that you need, closure and that completion process to take place, and maybe this is somebody that passed away, that you are at a completion because they passed away and now you're on this new path and you just need some more answers, there's the soul session on moonair.com that you can embrace yourself and embrace yourself in that energy of communication and get the answers that you seek, or just want to talk to them like a telephone call. I kind of see myself as the telephone and I make the call for you. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please comment, let me know in the comment section if it resonated, if it didn't. I always love hearing, how the reading did for someone. And this one was a little bit different. I love the little fortune cookie that we did. That was fun. And I might do that again because they were on point. I was kind of crazy. So, all right, guys, I'll see you on the next Oracle Over Tea. Love you. Wow. Well, these groups were pretty amazing. I am pretty impressed with all three. These cards were so great. Vanessa, again, was on point. And these cookie fortunes, oh, wow. Super on point to the complete message that we've been trying to seek for each group. But I do want to do that final thoughts with your guides and see if they have anything else to show us. Okay, we've got 2 cards here. We've got the Strength card. And we've got the King of Pentacles. And this, again, is a completion of Earth, Element, Wealth, and Abundance. And we've got the number 8 of things coming back around, recycling, karmatic cycle. Okay, we're going to go to another deck and see what else we get. And obviously that strength is persistence. It's influence, it's courage, it's a compassion towards your inner strength, and not having self-doubt, not having low frequency energy with these situations. So it's a completion process of knowledge. They feel like they've given you what you needed to know. And then we've got the strength of influence, of persuasion. They hope that they have persuaded you in doing what you need to do with each group. And then reconnecting back to who you are. Reconnecting back to your ancestral roots and how your ancestors would have handled these situations, how they would have done things. Using them as role models, asking them in the afterlife for guidance. Not so much guidance on your soul contract because they don't have access to that, but more guidance on, okay, you've gone through this. How did you handle it? And maybe I can take some notes. They can't actually tell you what to do because they, again, don't have your soul contract. Let go of control of these situations and just flow with what's supposed to happen for your own personal soul's learning. Go with the flow, accept it for what it is. Look for the signs. What did I say? There's numbers in each. I think group 2, you're 3 and 4. Group 1, I think, is 7, and group 3 is 2s. So they're telling you, look for the signs, because that's our way of confirming what we're showing you. Oh, geez, hold on. Change one thing today that's small. Don't look at this as overwhelming. I feel like they're showing this card because some of you kind of overthink, feel overwhelmed, have high anxiety, and you have that ADHD effect that kind of hits you. Step out of your comfort zone and try some of these things that they ask you to try. I have 2 more here. This one. Practice sacred space. Practice I think in one of the groups I mentioned about what I call dopamine decorating. Create a little sacred space in a place that you feel comfortable in your home where you can go and meditate on these things. That's and what dopamine decorating is, you use decor that brings on dopamine levels and raises your dopamine. It makes you feel high in happiness, high in joy, high in comfort. And turn whatever these situations are into kindness. Don't let the other person manipulate you, control you, or be mean to you. Okay? Continue being nice to them, and you're gonna get moving, get the flow and action going. Final one. You are perfectly divine, perfectly beautiful. Do not allow anyone to tell you otherwise. You are a soul that came to earth to learn from a human experience. So let that experience take its course. And I want to get an affirmation for you guys. So don't let anybody put you down just because they're not learning at your level. Because you each are not going to see the same perception of that situation. They're going to see it differently than you. But that doesn't mean that you're wrong or you're bad or making a mistake. You're just learning differently. Oh my gosh. Just continue to be kind. Respect your soul. Honor who you are. Do not let them disassociate you from your soul and make you feel like you're this bad person for making certain decisions that you need to make for yourself. Okay? Let's go to the Oceanic from Vanessa, since we're using her cards today. I really like this deck because it was really on point on the last Oracle over Tea for June. Protect your assets, protect your soul, protect what you worked your whole butt off for on Earth. And be bold. Take action. Do what you need to do. Do not slide back into passiveness. Be more aggressive for your mission. Let's go to the angel cards. Lastly, this one. You're going to get great abundance. Oh. Within the next few months, and yes, this is the right path that you should be taking, because if you don't, you're not going to reap the benefits of taking these paths and what they're trying to show you today. Okay? Yeah, if you don't listen to their guidance, it's going to be chaotic uncertainty. It will be chaotic uncertainty if you don't. You're just going to be stuck in that lonely lacking. It's time to let go. It's time to stop slumping and feeling lost and feeling woe is me. Put your head up proud. Be bold. Take action. And you will reap the benefits. Justice will be on your side at all times if you do what your guides are showing you, because they are just simply showing you your soul's path within your soul contract that you came up with. You didn't come here just willy-nilly thrown on earth. You came here with a soul contract, and within your mind, they show you options, they show you plans, they show you things to do, paths to take, people to speak to. They bring certain people into your life to help assist you or to learn from you, and vice versa. You learn from them. So take this as not warnings, but deep advice that you need to start applying within this month into next month. A wish is coming true kind of thing. All right, guys, that is it for the final thoughts from your guides as a collective message for you all. If you would like to dive deeper into your messages, again, head on over to Moonair and get the spirit session, moonair.com. And if you want to talk to a loved one on the other side and reconnect and get some closure with those parts of your life and those paths with those people, get the soul session on moonair.com. Give this a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment if it resonated with you. And if you're new, subscribe so you don't miss any more messages. And I welcome you and thank you to those who have come and returned back to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next Oracle Over Tea. Love you. Bye.